Okay, you guys. So right now I want to talk about how some of these people, some of these women, I just happened to, I'm going to tell the truth, I just happened to come across some community posts by Crystal and Karazin. And she was talking about how some of these supposedly used to be pro-black women are suddenly waking up. But, those are the very same women who pretty much terrorized her for her message. And they terrorized her the most. They got on Kendall St. Charles and they gave other women a hard time as well. But they really gave Crystal the hardest time, And so she was talking about, yeah, it's great that you guys are finally, coming to the light, but, you guys gave me, this is what Crystal was saying in her community post, said you guys were giving me a hard time, I was depressed, you were making my hair come out, you enjoyed my downfall. I'm going to tell you this, though. I'm going to stop right there. Because they enjoy seeing her suffer. They're still evil. I'm going to say this again. Those women are still evil. Okay? These women are pretenders. They're fake. Now, I'm not talking about some of the ones who have truly, saw that they did wrong and they really showed remorse. There are some women who truly showed remorse for leading people the wrong way or attacking people on YouTube and all that stuff. I'm not really talking about those women. I'm talking about the other ones who literally took joy in seeing somebody else suffer. They took joy in seeing somebody else being cyberbullied. They took joy in seeing that the fact that their life and the lives of their children was in danger. These women took joy in that. Well, they're still evil. These women are not just now coming around. They know people like that who are so evil, no matter what color they are. Let's take the complexion out of it, okay? No matter what color they are, anybody who take joy in seeing you suffer is just an evil being. They're very evil. And these women did not all of a sudden just wake up. They're fake. They are copycats, okay? I'm trying to find out another word to use for it. Like you cloak yourself as another person to kind of fit in with what's happening. So what's happening now is that we're seeing a lot of women, so-called black women, starting to turn away from black men. Okay, so a lot of them are still going to be there, but for the most part, a lot of so-called black women are turning away from black men. Okay, they seeing that this shift is happening, and they see that no matter how much they try, nothing is going to change. Okay, they seeing that, and so now some of them have this mentality: if you can't beat them, join them. It's starting to become more popular. I said in a recent audio, excuse me, I remember saying in a recent audio that not the last audio, but the audio before, the one talking about divine intervention, I said sometimes it's divine intervention, and I put in parentheses REL. That was one of the videos I put up about her, because these guys calling her a bulldog and all that stuff, or a Rottweiler, whatever they're trying to call her. And I said sometimes divine intervention. Well, I'm not saying that she's going to change. I don't really listen to her. I just found out who she was yesterday, and I tried to listen to a couple of her songs to get a feel of who she is. And she might not change no time soon, but what I am saying is that pro-black energy is starting to dissipate. That pro-black energy is starting to be removed slowly but surely. But I can definitely feel that pro-black energy is starting to remove. That red, black, and green and all that Egypt and Kemet talk is, you notice at the House of Consciousness, I don't know how popular they are. All these guys would get on talking about different kind of pro-black stuff, and it's just like that type of energy is starting to go away. I noticed one popular YouTuber who was a black woman, um, who would always talking about swirling and stuff, and she would always criticize black men and black women for swirling, although she didn't start off criticizing black women. She started criticizing black women heavily after she got on the platforms of other black males, and she kind of gained some clout from being on their platforms, and then she started turning on black women. Okay? That's why I'm saying those women went with what was popular. This one that I'm talking about now, you know, she got pregnant by another black male. She was a popular black woman YouTuber who was she didn't call herself pro-black, but she was into black liberation. And she would always talk about which Evil Abanoy. She would make a lot of videos about the Evil Abanoys. You guys know her name. And she would always get on swirling. But I was listening to this person, and I think I subscribed to her channel from around that time, but I unsubscribed when she started really dogging out black women. But when I was subscribed to her channel, and I'm using her as an example because I'm letting you know that these women did not just wake up. They're still evil. The evil has not gone anywhere. And she is just an example. It's not to say that she is the so-called person that's waking up. I'm not saying that's the person that I'm necessarily talking about. I'm using her as an example. Okay, so she when I first started listening to her, like maybe 5 years ago, I think it might have been 2015 or something, 2000, something like that, I started listening to her. And she will still admit that she was not interested in white men like that. She wasn't really interested in non-black men, but she understood why other black women were leaving. Okay, she understood, and she made multiple videos saying that. And then she talked about how black men would always attack her makeup and wig and hair. She really never said a bad thing. I never heard her say a bad thing about a black woman who interracially dated. Now, she was always talking about racism. She still talked about that racism, but she never had anything bad to say about a black woman who dated interracially, who dated and married interracially. Okay, when she got on Phil the Advice show, and when she got on Boyce Watkins' platform, and she got a lot of clout, she started gaining popularity with her content. That's when she started really talking about swirling going bad and all that stuff, and getting on black women about swirling, and what else? She made another title of something called another one, Hits the Dust. I can't remember what she was named. Every time a black woman was killed by a white man, she would title it something. It was so evil the way she would title it. Like she was so happy black women were getting killed by white men, because she decided to not date a man who was black. No matter what part of the world he came from, she felt like he should be black. Okay, I don't know if it was another one by Dust, but you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm using her as an example because she started off supporting black women who swore, even though she wasn't interested in non-black men herself. She started off supporting black women who dated interracially because she said that she understood. I remember that. And then when she started to gain popularity, hold on a second, I'm getting my phone, guys. Sorry about that, I'm just getting my phone. And then when she started to gain popularity, I parked somewhere because I'm about to go into Starbucks. So I decided to park so I don't have, guys don't have to hear me ordering all that stuff. But she started to gain popularity from being on the Advice Show channel and Boyce Watkins channel. And then you started to see her slowly turn against black women. And there's other black women like that too, okay? It was another black woman that went on Tariq Nasheed's channel. After Tariq Nasheed wanted to dog out that Jodie Turner lady, the Joni Turner, I think that's her name. She played on that movie Queen and Slim. Okay, and Tariq had some nasty things to say about her. I don't know. I didn't listen to it, but I mean, he never has anything good to say about a black woman, so I don't have to listen to his show to know he said something terrible, because he never had anything good to say about a black woman. I don't think his whole YouTube his whole YouTube days, okay? All of the years that he's been on YouTube. I don't know whether he ever had anything good to say about a black woman. So I don't have to listen to his video to know that he probably said something pretty bad. I mean, I just know. And so it was another pro-black woman that came in there that started saying the same things that the black women like Crystalline was saying, and women like KSC was saying, and women like Egypt Ann was saying. And I'm talking specifically about the women who were around back then, okay? Who were around like 5-6 years ago. Okay, I'm talking specifically about those women, because those women were kind of the trailblazers. They were kind of the trailblazers. Even though other women have came since, those women were kind of the trailblazers, okay? Especially Crystalline. I think she was around since 2010, but she was trying to really push interracial dating, or just, you know, expanding your options. Okay? But yeah, and so now she gets on his show and repeats the same thing that these other ladies have been saying forever. She gets on that show and repeat the same thing. And I'm sorry, but I don't believe that these women are finally seeing the light. I don't believe it. I believe that they are shape-shifting according to the current energies. Now, like I said, I used the other lady as an example who got pregnant by that guy. You know, I don't want to call her name. I don't want to call anybody's name right now. But hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. She used to call the white people evil albinoids. I don't know if she still does. But now I don't know if she's trying to shapeshift into somebody who is trying to support black women. I still don't think she's supporting black women. So I'm not saying that she's the one that's shapeshifting, but I'm seeing other ones. This one that called into Tariq's show, and some other ones who specifically those who took great joy in seeing other black women who spoke up, who were the trailblazers of speaking up against the hate. Those women trailblazers, these women who are so-called seeing the light now, they're just shape-shifting. They're shape-shifting. Here's why. Because the window has been closed. I'm gonna make another audio because that's gonna make it too long. But I'll say this. That window has been closed on who's gonna wake up and who's not. That window has been closed. Okay, it's been closed. I don't know how long, but it's been closed. And so what these ladies doing now is they are pretenders. So these women who was like so pro-black, I would say even so pro-black like last year. And not only were they pro-black, because I'm not saying that people can't change, but if they were a person who took joy in seeing somebody else's suffering, that's a little beyond being pro-black. That is pure evil. Okay, that to take joy in somebody else's downfall is not just being pro-black, it's pure evil. Okay? So that person is not seeing the light. They're shape-shifting. They're shape-shifting because intuitively they know also that those pro-black energies are dissipating. They know that intuitively also. And so they need to find something else to talk about. They need to find some other content. Because I even look at the comment sections of some of these used to be pro-black women. I even look at some of the comment sections, and the comment sections are not what they used to be 2 years ago. These ladies are not commenting the same. Okay, the energies are changing over, and these women are picking up on that, and so they are shape shifting so they can still gain profits. They have nothing else to do. They're shape shifting. Okay, they're not real. They're not just coming to see the light. They know that pro-black mess ain't gonna be popular in the next year or so. They know it's not gonna be popular listening to Tariq and all these people and all these other pro-blacks. I mean, the energy is just going to go downhill from now. It's just going to go, that energy is going to leave. And these ladies are picking up on it, okay? And so what they're doing is they're finding something different. And they see a new wave of consciousness in black women. They see black women going off and being happy with whoever makes them happy. Okay, and they're getting in. They are now joining in on that type of energy. They're joining in. These people are not sincere. Okay, but that's all I want to talk about. And the only reason I brought it up because it made me think about Chrisley Carrington post made me think about something. I think I said this a while ago, but I have to go back and find that audio. But her post just made me think about how certain pro-black women are speaking up now and saying, and I guess she believed that these ladies are suddenly seeing the light. I guess she believed that that's happening. But then she went to mention how they took great joy in seeing how she was harassed online, to see how her life was threatened, to see how badly she was being treated. Some of these same women that took joy in seeing her depressed. Okay, that's a group of women who is pure evil. And those kind of women are not going to see the light because they're pure evil. Okay? And so I just thought of making this audio because I saw that community post by her. Okay, but yeah, that's it. They're just shape-shifting. They see the energies changing over. They know they're not going to have much content for long. Staying on all that pro-black mess, they're not going to have the same content for long, because within the next few months, people are not going to really want to be hearing it like that. And so they're shifting over to these new energies of women walking away and just being happy. And they getting in on that. They banking in on that. They getting that bag, okay? They're not real. But anyway, I will talk to you soon.